Good morning and happy Sabbath. Today, I am briefly going to talk about patience. Now, I am almost certain that many, if not most of you, have at least one sibling. Older or younger, you have a sibling. As for me, I also have a sibling. But thank goodness she's younger than me, because I honestly don't know if I could even think about having to listen to an older sibling. It sounds horrible. I don't know what it is, but younger siblings, from personal experience, have a way of getting under your skin and making you want to rip out your hair, or their hair. There is very little evidence of patience on my part, I'm afraid, especially when I'm dealing with her a lot of the time. On the other hand, when looking at the life of Jesus and his dealings with those around him, unlike me, we see nothing but patience. Let's look back to a time when Jesus was patient with his disciples. We find the story recorded in Matthew chapter 26. This was the night before he died. Verse 37 tells us that he went apart from the other disciples with Peter, James, and John. And then verse 38 says, "Then he said to them, 'My soul is overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death. Stay here and keep watch with me.' Then after a while, he came back to them, and what did he find? These guys are sleeping. I think if that were me, I would be not only disappointed, but angry. But look at how Jesus responded, as recorded in verse 40 and 41. 'Could you men not keep watch with me for 1 hour? Watch and pray so that you will not fall into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the body is weak.' So Jesus goes off to pray for a bit more. And when he comes back, what does he find? The same dudes who were supposed to be his closest friends, snoozing again. And does he smack them to wake them up? No, he kindly lets them go on sleeping. The third time he comes back to them, you guessed it, they're still sleeping. This is a time of intense crisis. So does Jesus really give it to them now and tell them off? No. I find his response incredibly patient given the circumstances. Here's what he said, verses 45 and 46. "Are you still sleeping and resting? Look, the hour is near. The Son of Man is betrayed into the hands of sinners. Rise, let us go. Here comes my betrayer." It's amazing how each time he came back to his disciples, instead of getting annoyed and angry, he remained patiently calm and was even encouraging and understanding. But even before the event in the garden, Jesus was patient when his disciples were arguing about who would be the greatest and who would get to sit next to Jesus in his kingdom. He did not get angry, telling them how ridiculous they were. He again tried to explain more about his kingdom to them. Finally, we can't forget all the people who were constantly pressing for Jesus' attention everywhere he went. Can you imagine people continuously pestering you all the time without a break? Nope, not me. It's probably a good thing I'm not Jesus. He didn't tell them to go away or that he didn't want to see them anymore. He was patient, teaching and telling them stories. It seems all the time throughout his whole life on earth, Jesus displayed patience upon patience to everyone he met. He gave us a true example to follow in regards of patience. In 1 Corinthians 13, verse 4, it says, "Love is patient, love is kind. It isn't jealous, it doesn't brag, it isn't arrogant." I guess that shows us the key to why Jesus could be so patient, because he had perfect love. I think patience was one of the best characteristics that Jesus displayed. I know it's one I especially want to follow. The skill of patience is very important in life, particularly when it comes to forming strong personal relationships with your friends, family, spouses, classmates, work colleagues, neighbors, and other important people in your life. I really admire how Jesus could be so patient. I'm just so thankful that Jesus is so patient about helping us be patient.